to 12. John 9:4. As long as it is day, we must do the works of him who sent me. John 9:4. John 9:1 to 12. As long as it is day, we must do the works of him who sent me. John 9:4. Give while you live. A successful businessman spent the last few decades of his life doing all he could to give away his fortune. A multi-billionaire, he donated cash to a variety of causes such as bringing peace to Northern Ireland and modernizing Vietnam's healthcare system. And not long before he died, he spent $350 million to turn New York City's Roosevelt Island into a technology hub. The man said, "I believe strongly in giving while living. I see little reason to delay giving. Besides, it's a lot more fun to give while you live than to give while you're dead. Give while you live." What an amazing attitude to have. In John's account of the man born blind, Jesus' disciples were trying to determine who sinned. 9:2. Jesus briefly addressed their question by saying, "Neither this man nor his parents sinned in him, but as this happened, so that the works of God might be displayed in him. As long as it is day, we must do the works of him who sent me." Verses 3 to 4. Though our work is very different from Jesus' miracles, no matter how we give of ourselves, we're to do so with a ready and loving spirit, whether through our time, resources, or actions. Our goal is that the works of God might be displayed. For God so loved the world that he gave. In turn, let's give while we live. That was written by John Glaze. When it comes to giving, what's one thing you've been delaying? What would it mean for you to give while you live? Giving God, please show me places where I can give today. John 9:1 to 12. A man born blind receives sight. A man born blind receives sight. John 9:1 to 12. Now as Jesus passed by, he saw a man who was blind from birth. And his disciples asked him, saying, "Rabbi, who sinned, the man or his parents, that he was born blind?" Jesus answered, "Neither this man nor his parents sinned, but that the works of God should be revealed in him. I must work the works of him who sent me while it is day. The night is coming when no one can work. As long as I am in the world, I am the light of the world." When he said these things, he spat on the ground and made clay with the saliva. And he anointed the eyes of the blind man with the clay. And he said to him, "Go, wash in the pool of Siloam," which is translated son. So he went and washed and came back seeing. Therefore, the neighbors and those who previously had seen him that he was blind said, Is not this he who sat and begged? Some said, This is he. Others said, He is like him. He said, I am he. Therefore they said to him, How were your eyes open? He answered and said, A man called Jesus made clay and anointed my eyes, and said to me, Go to the pool of Siloam and wash. So I went and washed, and I received sight. Then they said to him, Where is he? He said, I don't know.
He never said you would only see sunshine. He never said there would be no rain. He only promised us a heart full of singing. That's the very thing that once brought pain. Give them all, give them all, give them all to Jesus. Shattered dreams, wounded hearts, broken toys. Give them all, give them all, give them all to Jesus.
Okay, I've been wanting to talk about the 7 churches, and I found this table, and I found it very organized, and it kind of helped me sink in the characteristics of each of the churches. So to explain it, it looks like the 7 churches are Ephesus, Smyrna, Pergamos, Thyatira, Sardis, Philadelphia, and Laodicea. Now, in this graph, it gives a description of the church and what they're praised for and what they're warned about. So I'm going to very briefly go through these so that I can be able to reinforce these concepts of these churches. So when I look at today's churches, I can be able to identify which of the 7 churches they fall under and what they need to do to take heed to God's warnings. So in Ephesus, they called it the loveless church. It was praised for labor, patience, not bearing those who are evil, and testing false prophets, and perseverance, hating the deeds of the Nicolaitans. I still need to look up Nicolaitans. They're warned about leaving their first love. Smyrna is a persecuted church. They're praised for tribulation and poverty. They're warned about faithfulness under persecution. Pergamos is the compromising church. They're praised for holding fast to Christ's name. They're praised for not denying the faith, even faced with martyrdom. They're warned about allowing false teaching having to do with immorality and idolatry. And they're warned about holding to the doctrine of the Nicolaitans. Now, Thyatira is the 4th church. It is the corrupt church. They're praised for love, service, faith, patience. But they're warned about allowing Jezebel to teach and seduce to immorality and idolatry, holding fast and overcoming. That's what they're warned about. That's Thyatira, the corrupt church. Sardis is the dead church. They're praised for a few faithful people, just a few. And they're warned about deadness, even though they had a reputation for being alive. The Philadelphia church is the faithful church. They're praised for a little strength, keeping Christ's word, not denying Christ's name, and perseverance. They're warned about holding fast what they had and overcoming during coming tribulations. Warned about holding fast what they had and overcoming during coming tribulations. Now, the church Laodicea is the lukewarm church. And Jesus doesn't even praise them for anything, not in this chart. It's warned about being lukewarm, pretending to be well off spiritually when they were impoverished. Jesus warned about the need for repentance and overcoming. So there is a summary, a very quick summary of the 7 churches. So I'm going to meditate on recognizing what they're praised for and what Jesus is warning them about, and see how I can apply that to my daily life.
Loving in the morning when you see the sun arising. Loving in the evening 'cause he took you through the day. And in between times when you feel the pressure coming, remember that he loves you and he promises